On Wednesday, terrorists attacked traffic cop Muhammad Abdullah for serving Bharat. 2 bullets were fired at the traffic cop in Srinagar, and Abdullah is battling for his life. Claiming responsibility for the attack, Islamist terror group IS has released a chilling video of the same. But Valley Netas who advocate for talks with terrorists are now silent. Not a word of condemnation from Mehbooba Mufti, who once called terrorists the sons of soil, and Congress leader Saifuddin Soz, who urged to hold talks with those holding guns.
कश्मीर में जिस तरह से एक ट्रैफिक पुलिस के जवान को जिस तरीके से उग्रवादियों ने मार मार के उसकी हत्या की है, मैं इसकी कड़े शब्दों में भर्त्सना करता हूं। इससे बड़ी कोई कायराना हरकत नहीं हो सकती कि एक निहत्थे को मारना। लेकिन अफसोस होता है कि जहां यहां के जो पॉलिटिशियंस हैं, यहां के जिन्होंने जो 2 तो 3 बार जो है चीफ मिनिस्टर रहे, जिनके 2 परिवार जो है लगातार यहां की सत्ता के ऊपर काबिज रहे, वो जब ऐसे कायरों को अपने बच्चे कहते हैं।
You're watching the News Hour at 10. Debate number 2 on Times Now. Super Prime Time.
Let's take this across to our guest joining us. Major General G.D. Bakshi is with us. He's a defense analyst. But I first want to go across to Majid Hydari, political analyst. Majid Hydari, are these also kids? These people who are shooting, not just innocent daily wage workers, people who are literally living a hand-to-mouth existence, people such as teachers, and now even a traffic cop. Are these also kids, sir? Would you justify statements of Mehbooba Mufti and Saifuddin Soz, who want to actually hold dialogues with these individuals?
See, Madhav Saab, we need to look at the broader perspective. We are living in a country where the policemen are not safe. We are living in a country where our borders are not secure. We are living in a country where we have a problem on every front. So how and why should we blame Mehbooba Mufti for something which is happening because of the misadventures of the Bharatiya Janata Party-led government? I mean, we need to question our...
So why not condemn the people who are carrying out these daylight murders? Literally, you can see on video what they're doing, sir. They are murdering people, traffic policemen, individuals who are saving their own lives. These are soldiers who are out there facilitating these very leaders. And even in their killing, even their killing in some way or the other is not condemned in strong enough terms.
The question is, why is our even police not secure? Why we have become so fragile that even police has a threat to life?
So you don't want to condemn those who are carrying out the killings. They are not terrorists according to you. They are not terrorists. They are not murderers. They don't deserve to be condemned.
Part number 1, volume 1 is that what is our government doing? Why is there so much of insecurity and a kind of a jeopardized environment for the people?
Sir, we will ask that question of government. Why don't you first come out and condemn Pakistan, which is pushing terror into India? Why do you have such a problem doing that?
Pakistan as the neighbor with whom my government asked my Indian cricket team to play cricket match just last month. I know Pakistan is a country to which my government has requisitioned.
I think it's a slightly that's twisting the truth a little bit. That's twisting the truth a little bit. We know the ramifications of what would happen had that match been cancelled. But I don't want to trivialize it to cricket. I don't want to trivialize it to cricket. But since questions, one second, sir. Since questions are being asked of the government and questions are being asked of our forces, I want to first bring in Major General G.D. Bakshi. Major General G.D. Bakshi, is it that simple to say that why are our policemen not safe? Why not first question those who are pushing this terror into India? Why does that condemnation not come in?
Look, this was a pretty dangerous place because I served there myself, and it was dangerous because Pakistan had pushed in about 5,000 terrorists every year from 2000 to 2005. I served there continuously in CT operations environment. Pakistan then was, the number of terrorists then was 5,000. They 60% of them were Afghans or Pathans or West Punjabi Muslims, right? Very fond of raping the local women. That's how the intelligence used to come. Mar ke saab, today we have brought it down to 150. So they go around killing the odd, lady principal, the unarmed teacher, the pani puri wala, the chap who sells medicines to you, You know, they go around shooting these unarmed people, of which Majid Hydari feels mighty proud. He feels he's leading one hell of a Algerian-style insurrection.
You think this is a laughing matter, Majid Hydari?
The simple fact is they are doing these
What's there to laugh?
things because they are not capable of operating.
People are being killed and you are laughing. Shocking, Majid Hydari.
No, trying to convey, I'm telling you the bloody truth. I'm telling you the truth because I was there.
What is he saying?
Nobody has to teach me about Jammu and Kashmir. I spent my life fighting
there. I want to tell you that General Bakshi Saab is trying to convey that this government is letting lesser number of foreign terrorists to venture into Indian territory. See what
Majid Hydari, it is not about performance of the government. I'm going to ask that of the BJP spokesperson. Why do you find it so difficult, and why do leaders of the valley find it so difficult to unequivocally come out and say these are murderers? This must stop. Who says that, sir? Did Omar Abdullah say that? Did Mehbooba Mufti say that? And why not?
Police is not secure.
Why not?
How can a civilian jeopardize?
Why not? Because they are targeting people from outside the valley, and that is why it is inconvenient to support. It is inconvenient to come out and condemn these terrorists.
Border safe nahi hai, log safe nahi hai, hum dare mein bhai, hum
Mr. Majid Hydari, this is absolutely shocking. But let me take this question across to Sanju Verma. Sanju Verma, onus is on the government, says Majid Hydari. The government has failed to protect even its own policemen. Onus is on the government. The government's Kashmir policy has failed. Those are charges of Majid Hydari. Please respond to him.
First and foremost, I think people like Majid Hydari, they have always made a vain attempt to legitimize terror in the valley. Point number one. Point number two, I think the root cause of the problem is not just the terror attack. Obviously, the government is dealing with that with an iron hand. But it is radicalized mindset, which people like Majid Hydari portray day in and day out on national television channels. And I will tell you what the Indian government is doing. The Kashmir policy has not failed. It is working absolutely fine. And that is precisely the reason that the likes of Farooq Abdullah, Mehbooba Mufti and Omar Abdullah, who have been trivialized, are trying to reclaim their political credibility or whatever is left of it by trying to say that post the abrogation of Article 370, there is more pain in Kashmir, whereas the numbers say that more than 67% reduction in terror incidents and more than 89% reduction in stone pelting incidents have happened post the abrogation of Article 370. But cutting that aside, Madhav, the most important thing is that only last month, India and France have had talks at a very senior level to combat terrorism, separatism, radicalization, terror financing. Don't forget that we had the Delhi Declaration on the 10th of November 2021,
Yes.
Where India had hosted Russia, Iran, and 5 Central Asian republics. NSA Ajit Doval was spearheading those talks. And as part of the Delhi Declaration, we have decided to combat terror on a wider scale with like-minded countries. This will be a collaborative effort. And not only the Delhi Declaration...
No, but the problem is not so much what India has been able to achieve internationally. The problem is the mindset within the country. And I want to bring Majid Hydari on this. Majid Hydari, you have Saifuddin Soz on the 11th of October this year, who suggests that India should have a dialogue with terrorists as that's the only way out. He says, these kids with guns deserve to be heard, quote unquote. You have Mehbooba Mufti, the PDP chief, who terms local terrorists as sons of the soil, and effort should be made to save them, adding that centre should initiate dialogue with militant leadership in Jammu and Kashmir to end this quote unquote gun culture. Now, what do you mean by gun culture, sir? This is daylight murder. It's all captured on camera. These are the people you want to have talks with? People who are openly murdering,
Sir,
not just citizens but also forces?
We live in a country where our government is sending aid to Taliban. And it has started right today because Pakistan today accepted India's requisition for letting its trucks travel to Afghanistan via Pakistan. So that is the kind of the duplicity of BJP's government, that they want to run with the hair and hand with the hound. I mean, BJP has no policy, no foreign policy, no internal policy, nothing doing. Only Hindutva, communal politics. They have no politics for the country.
Sir, where does Hindutva come into this? Where does Hindutva come in when people are being murdered? You know, you're talking about Hindutva, General Bakshi, but they will not see Ghazwa-e-Hind and the plans of ISIS and the kind of manner in which the credit is being claimed for not just this but other terrorist acts that are being committed in Jammu and Kashmir against common citizens of this country.
He will not condemn the IS.
General Bakshi, please.
But he
You
will
know,
condemn
45,000... Hello?
Yes, go ahead.
Condemn something which is happening in Rajasthan.
You know, there are 45,000 Indian citizens who have been murdered in Jammu and Kashmir over the last 30 years. 45,000. Not one word of condemnation. 5 lakh Kashmiri Pandits ethnically cleansed, genocide committed, women raped, driven out of Jammu and Kashmir. I am yet to hear one word of condemnation from this man or his ilk. Not one word. He has seen a lady principal who was teaching his children murdered. He has seen poor teachers whose only crime is that they were teaching their children murdered. You know, he has seen a medical store owner who used to give free medicines to the poor citizens of Srinagar murdered. Did you hear one word of condemnation from him and his ilk? Not one word of condemnation, outrage, not one word of, you know, that this is reprehensible. No, they will just be twisting around and trying to turn the talk to, you know, some other.
Well, it's only unfortunate, sir. It's only unfortunate and quite condemnable that even when people are being killed, there is no words that come out in terms of strongly condemning these killings. Unfortunately, when it comes to such killings, perhaps there's only a selective condemnation is the best way to describe the reaction of several politicians in the Kashmir Valley. We'll have to leave it there for the moment. Major G.D. Bakshi, Sanju Verma, as well as Majid Hydari, I'd like to thank all of you for joining us. We're slipping into a quick break for now.